And I'd like you to just wiggle your bum a little bit, just so that you can become aware of your bottom on the mat. I'd like you to close your eyes. And I'd like you to do a body scan. So if you can just check in with your body if there's any tension anywhere. Connect with your breath for a bit. I'd also like you to identify, so find a word that best describes how you're feeling right now. Just an emotional word. Give it a name. Right, take your right hand, place it on your left ear. Take your left hand, place it on the mat, and gently stretching that neck. Stretching out any of the tension and the stress of today. And let's let go of any of the drama that's happening around us. And release. Placing your right hand on the mat, take your left hand, place it on your left ear, and gently stretch. Stretching out the tension. And release. Take both hands, place them behind your head. Elbows are facing forward. Inhale. And exhale, pulling your chin to your chest. Let go. Continue to breathe. Your breath is really important. And release, bringing your hands to your knees and lifting up your chin. Now we're going to draw big circles on the ceiling. So gently with your neck, let go, let the crunches come out. If there's any pain, then you stop. And you do it slowly and gently. Let's go the other way. And back to the center. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to do the same now with our body. So we're going to inhale, exhale to your right knee, rolling your body forward and back, straightening up your arms. And all the way around. Straightening up your arms. And inhale. Exhale as you go around. Inhale. Exhale as you go around. And we're going the other way. Inhale. Straighten up your arms. Exhale, go. Inhale. Exhale, roll it. Inhale. Exhale, and coming back to the center. Now we're going to do some seated cat-cows. So you're going to inhale, push your chest up, lifting your head. And exhale, arms straight, and roll your spine. Inhale, lifting your head up, chest out. And exhale. Inhale, peace, let's go. And exhale any anger. Inhale, peace. And exhale any anger. Coming back with a straight spine. And let's relax your shoulders. Let's just shake out any tension. Relax, relax, relax. Now I'd like you to draw big circles with your hands, warming up your wrists. And let's go the other way. It's really nice. We sometimes forget about these. And when it's cold, one gets really stiff in our fingers. So just let's separate your fingers. So right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. And just become aware of your different parts of your body that we sometimes just don't become aware of. Okay, well done. Now, take your left hand, place it on your right knee. Take your right hand, place it behind you. You can either have it flat or in a tent shape. Now my chest is up, my spine is strong and tall, and I'm going to twist. Taking my head, looking over my right shoulder, lifting up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, and coming back to the center. Other side, take your right hand, place it on your left knee. Take your left hand, place it behind you, lifting up through your chest. Inhale and twist, looking back over your left shoulder. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. And coming back to the center. Right, we're going to loosen up the glutes. Take your right foot, place it on top of your left knee. So your knees are stacked. Your legs are stacked. So your legs, the front of your legs are parallel to each other. So they're sitting on top of each other like that. And you want to try and flex that foot that's on top of your knee. And you're feeling the stretch in your right glute. So if you have tension in your hips, then you'll feel it in your glutes, because remember you've got it's a ball and socket joint, so that's what's happening. And all the muscles and ligaments around that hip can become tight. So we're loosening those. So we're going to inhale, tall, and exhale, walk your hands slowly forward. Don't force anything. Just be gentle on your body. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Take a little bit deeper. Well done. And coming back to the center. Now just take your right leg and fold it over your left leg. So now we've got now our knees are stacked on top of each other. But you should have released a bit of stress in your right glute. Take your right, put your arms out. Take your right arm and fold it underneath your left. So we've got a bind. And pulling your shoulder blades away from you. And just focus. Just stay with your breath. Just be in the moment. Let everything else go. And release. And unwrap yourself. Okay, now take your right foot and place it on top of your left knee. And one side might be tighter than the other one, so just become aware of that and just acknowledge that. It's so fine and it's so normal. Okay, so we're going to inhale here, lifting up through the spine, lifting right up. And exhale, forward fold. Just be gentle on your body. Inhale 2. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. Inhale 3. Exhale, go a bit deeper. And coming back to the center. Putting your left leg so your both knees are stacked on top of each other. So if you need to wiggle your bum cheeks around, then do that. Arms out to the side. Pull your shoulder blades towards each other. Take your left arm, wrap it underneath your right arm. And your palms are facing each other. Lifting up your shoulder blades, lifting up your elbows, pulling your shoulder blades away from each other. Close your eyes and just connect with your breath. And let go. Releasing your hands. Unwrap yourself. And we're now going to do the boat pose. So if you've got lower back problems, then place your hands close to your bottom. And you're going to lift your knees so my shins are parallel to the floor. If you feel strong enough, then I want you to, your chest is up, your fingers are spread, your toes are spread. And feeling it in your abs. If you feel really stronger, then lift your feet so that your legs are straight. Inhale 1. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Let your feet wrap under your bottom. And you're going to move into the box shape. So just a reminder with the box shape, your hands are under your shoulders, your fingers are spread, so all your digits are spread, your middle fingers facing forward, your knees are hip width distance apart and under your hips. And just let your feet rest peacefully there. So just taking a look over your right shoulder, have a look, looking at your right foot, and coming back to the center. And looking over your left, and back to the center. Now we're going to do some more. Let's warm up the spine again. So you inhale, drop your spine, lift your head, and exhale, drop your head, let your belly rise, let your spine go up to the ceiling. And inhale. And exhale, your spine rises and your head drops. And inhale, lift your head. And exhale. And from here, open up your knees, let your big toes touch, and just push up into the child's pose variation. Feeling the stretch in your lower back, feeling the stretch between your shoulder blades. Well done, and coming back to the center. Okay, so we're going to do threading the needle. So we're going to warm up our shoulders, because when we sit at a desk in a computer, our shoulders get tight. So taking your right hand, you're going to inhale, take your hand all the way up, and exhale, bring it down to the mat. Left hand, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Again, one more for each side. Inhale. And exhale down. Left hand, inhale. And exhale, placing your hand back down on the mat. Okay, this time we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to inhale all the way up. And exhale, take your right hand underneath your left shoulder. Place your right arm, shoulder on the mat. Take your left hand, walk it to the front of the mat. And if you want to, take it across so that your left hand is walking to the right hand side of the mat. And stretch. And just stay there. And if you want to, extend your left leg out behind you. And if you feel balanced enough, lifting up your left leg, thinking about all your balance points, and bringing it down. Bring your left hand back into the box shape and pushing your right hand into the box shape. Okay, well done. Now we're going onto the left hand side. So inhale, lifting your left arm up. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. My left shoulder is on the mat. Walking your right hand forward, and then walking your right hand over to the left hand side of the mat. And extend that stretch, feeling a really lovely stretch from your shoulders. And if you feel confident to, extend your right leg out behind you, and you can lift it. And keep breathing. Well done. Bring your right leg down into the box shape. Bring your right hand back into the box shape, and then your left hand back into the box shape. And from here you can push into child's pose. So your bottom goes down into your feet. Your head goes down and your hands are placed beside you with your palms facing upwards. And you recover there. So from here we're going to push up into downward facing dog. So place your hands forward, tuck your toes under, and push up into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, your knees can be bent and I want you to walk out your dog. So walk, pushing your heels into the mat. And feeling the stretch in the back of your calves and your Achilles tendon, in the back of your hamstrings. And I want you to push your weight into your fingertips. Okay, so from here, you're going to lift your right leg and lift it. That's an extended dog. Okay, well done, and bring it down. Now you're going to take your left leg and lift your left leg up. Extended dog, and bring it down. Now we're going to add a bit of a core exercise. So we're going to lift the right leg up, bend it, and your right knee touches your left elbow. 1, push your leg up, and left elbow. 2, and push up, and left elbow, and push back into downward facing dog. Well done. This is a recovery pose, so your head is hanging. If it's too much, just go into the child's pose. So if that's too much, then you just go into the child's pose and you catch your breath. If it's fine, you just stay in downward dog and you breathe there. Right, left hand side. So taking your left leg up to the sky, and 1 to your right elbow, and up, 2 to the right elbow, up, 3 to the right elbow, and up. Drop down into downward facing dog. Drop your knees to the mat and child's pose. And just catch your breath here. And when you're ready, we're going to push back up into downward facing dog. So, right, so there's downward facing dog. And we're going to lift that back leg up again. So lifting up, bend your leg, bringing your right knee to your right wrist, and placing that like that. Okay. So there I am, my back leg is extended. My right heel is actually touching my left groin. Some people try and pull their right foot forward, but that's not necessary. So you're just wanting to open up your hips, and this is a restorative pose. So if you can, you're going to let your body drop forward and just breathe here for a little bit. Inhale, exhale. 1. So if this is too uncomfortable, then you just stay up like that. And we're going to, if you can, you want to walk your hands forward and drop your head down if you can. If you can't, you just stay with your arms up where it's comfortable for you. And walking yourself back. And with your arms stretched out and your chest is up, just have a look over your right shoulder. Well done. And have a look over your left shoulder. Tuck your back toe under and push back into downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to try that on the left hand side. So taking your left leg all the way up, bend your knee, bringing your left knee to your left hand. And just bring that foot in a little bit if you can. Extending that back leg behind you. And if that's all you're comfortable to do, then that's where you stay. And make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, and that's where you stay. If you want to try and go a little bit further down to deepen the stretch, drop your arms down to the mat. And if you want to try and take it a bit further, just walk slowly. There's no competition and there's no judgment, and that's where you stay. 2 more breaths. And coming back. Tuck your back foot under and push back into downward facing dog. And from here, drop your knees to the mat, and you're moving into child's pose. And you're going to slowly come up, and we're going to move onto our back. So, well, to the supine position. So start off with, I want you to just place your hands either side of your body. Your feet are flexed to start. And you're going to push your bottom up high as you can go. Now extend your feet, pushing your head back, lifting your hips. And coming down. Lie all the way down into the mat. Bringing in your right knee, bringing in your left knee, and hug both knees into your chest. And if you want to, rock from side to side. Okay, and take your hands behind your knees, and you're going to rock 1, 2, 3. Back to that position, right. So placing your hands behind you. So just behind your bottom really, chest up, and lifting your hips, pointing your toes. Get your head, your ears away from your shoulders. Pushing up, a little bit more, well done. And releasing to the mat, lie down on the mat, bring your knees in. And this time take your feet on the outside. So happy baby. So I'm grabbing my feet on the outside, pushing my lower back into the mat. Your chin is to your chest, so your neck is long, and there's no strain on your neck. From here, release your right hand down to the mat beside you, and release your right leg down to the mat. Feel the stretch in the hip. That's what you should be feeling, the stretch in your hip there. Now take your right hand, place it on the outside of your left knee, and you're now going to drop your left knee down to the mat, to your right hand side. Place your left arm out beside you, looking over your left shoulder, and releasing any tension in your back. And let it go. And release, coming back into the happy baby position. You can take your feet on the inside if you want to. And from here, releasing your left leg down to the mat, left arm out to the side. Just go slowly. And if your hip doesn't want your leg to straighten, then just bend it for now. But if you can straighten it, then you'll feel the extension in your hip flexors, and those are the things that get tight from sitting for too long. And they in turn create back pain. Shortened hip flexors create back pain. Take your left hand, place it on the outside of your right knee. Release your right leg down to the left hand side of your body. Take your right arm, extend it out to the side, and your gaze is over your right arm. And coming back to the center. One final happy baby. Just relax into that pose. Relax your shoulders. Your knees are heading towards the ground. Your lower back wants to be on the ground, so you don't want your bottom to be lifted off the ground. Well, that lower area be lifted off the ground. If you can, bring your feet into a prayer position. So get your hands to hug your feet. And once you're in that prayer position, release your head back down into the mat. And release. Release your feet to the mat. Put both arms out beside you. Drop your knees to the right hand side, looking over your left hand shoulder. And back to the center. Dropping your knees over to your left hand side, looking over your right hand shoulder. And bringing your knees back to the center. And now extend your legs out so that both legs are at the side of the mat and your hands are facing upwards. Wiggle your hips if your hips are uncomfortable. If you need to place a cushion under your knees, then do so. If your eyes are closed, your hands are facing up. And we're going to finish off just with bringing some awareness to your body. So catch your natural breath, following the inflow and the outflow of your breath. Notice it on your nostrils. And as you inhale all the way down to your toes. And as you exhale all the way back to the tip of your head. Bringing awareness to your ankles. Feel them getting heavier into the mat. Bringing awareness to your calves and your thighs and your hips, and just feel them getting heavier with each inhale and exhale. Bring your awareness to your abdomen and your chest and your shoulders. Feel your body getting heavy. Bring your awareness to your elbows and your wrists and your fingers, and feel them relaxed. Bring your awareness to your throat and your mouth and your jaw, and place your tongue on top of your mouth if your jaw is tense. Bring your awareness to your eyes and your forehead and your ears, and let go. Take your index finger and touch with your thumb, and middle finger to thumb, and ring finger, and baby finger, and repeat baby finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and just gently rub across those fingertips. Massage. Bit of self-love and care and compassion. And start to wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, roll over onto your side and join me in a seated position with your hands to your heart. And take a moment to be grateful to yourself for getting onto the mat We're trying to find joy and peace and compassion. And it all starts with you. Namaste.